Welcome to the 17th video lecture of Services Marketing, Semester 6, Model number 3. In today's video lecture, we are going to start with where we had left off in our previous video lecture, that is pricing strategies, that is approaches to various approaches in pricing, also known as pricing methods. Now, in our previous video lecture, we have seen that there are three main approaches to pricing. The first one being cost based pricing, the second one is demand based pricing, also known as value based pricing or market oriented pricing, and the third one is competition based pricing. Now in a previous video lecture, we have seen cost based pricing, which includes cost plus pricing and fee for services. In previous lecture, we have also covered market skimming and penetration pricing. What is market skimming? Market skimming is when you have a unique product, you set that is a product which only you have, that is a service that is very unique, then you can set very high initial price. So when you set very high initial price, you skim the market, you get more and more profit, and slowly when competitors try to copy you, say give similar type of services, then uh, customers will have options to go, and they will generally try to see which is the lowest cost provider, service provider, and then go purchase services from them. So in this such case, what happens is the initial high price which you have set, slowly you start reducing uh, to match the competition and get more and more customer base. The second type of penetration strategy that is used is penetration pricing. In this pricing method, this is completely opposite to your market skimming. So what happens in this kind of case is you start with a very low initial price. Why do you start with a low initial price? Because the service that you are providing or the product that you have is not unique. This is already existing in the market, and many competitors are already providing such kind of a service. So you do not have any special things or any peculiar things or any speciality about you. So why will people come to you? They can come to you only if you provide the service at the least cost, or at least at the lower price band. So customers will come to you. Once customers come to you, slowly stepwise, you can increase the price and get profit later on. This strategy was very well used by Reliance Jio, where it's offered initially its services at very low initial price and got an initial customer base, and slowly it started increasing the pricing. The third type of this pricing strategy under this is price discrimination. Now, what is price discrimination? Price discrimination is also known as differential pricing. It is applied uh, in services quite often. The major deciding factors which are there in price discrimination, on what basis you discriminate pricing. Basically, price discrimination means you are charging different prices for different people. And what are the bases on which you charge different prices for different people? First one major is based upon the place. For example, in cinema theaters, you might get to watch the same cinema in the same hall. You may pay different you may have different prices of movie tickets. For example, dress circle will have one price, then balcony will have one price, and similarly box, if you want to have there, you'll have one more price. So such kind of things may happen. So where based upon the location where you are gonna get the service, you may charge different prices. Similarly, if you want to purchase a tin of oil, for example, if you go to the shop, you'll have certain price. If the tin is delivered to your home, then you'll get a different type of price. That is, this happens in this also beauty salons or haircut parlors, salons. So what happens is, if you want to have a haircut and you go to the salon, you will have certain charges. If you the saloon person comes to your home and gives you service, then he will charge little extra for that. So this is quite natural price discrimination with respect to price. So with respect to place. Now with respect to time also, you can do price discrimination. This is normally seen when during festival times, the travel agencies like or travel companies like VRL, SRS, Birthday, Pi, all of them increase their prices of traveling. Suppose if you want to travel from Belgaum to Bangalore, the price tickets of such buses will go up. Why? Because the demand is very high. So at the peak demand time, when you are trying to get the service, at that time if you want the service, then you have to pay extra for that. If you want at a little lesser price, then you have to try some weekdays like Wednesday or Thursday to travel, where the ticket prices will be normal or maybe little less, because they just want to fill up the seats, they don't want to keep the seats vacant. So such kind of things may happen. Then also many times what happens is you can do price discrimination based upon incentives, like to give incentives to your regular buyers. Suppose if a person is there who is continuously coming to you and he's purchasing products, or maybe in this case services from you, he's getting services from you for many consecutive times, or maybe many years he is coming to you, so you can give him a loyalty discount. That is because he is showing loyalty towards you, you might want to reward him for his loyalty. So you decrease the price for him because he is continuously coming to you. Also this kind of price discrimination can be seen in quantity purchases. That is, if a customer is purchasing in huge quantity, then the price per unit will be decreased. On the other hand, if a customer is purchasing in very small quantity, then he or she might be given the item or the service at higher price. So if someone is purchasing in bulk, then the prices per unit will be little less. And the next type of pricing strategy that we are going to discuss is discounts. Now what are discounts? Discounts is reduction in the MRP. These are also known as price cuts or markdowns. These are popular and very important pricing services strategies. These are offered in some occasions like festivals, to a specific category of customers, and maybe in the lean season also, that is in off seasons, etc. It generally attracts customers, and tries to increase the sales volume. That is the main important point of discounts. So these are about the strategies that are used in demand based pricing. Now coming to the next part, that is competition based pricing. Now competition based pricing, if we want to see, as the name suggests, we take the competitors price as a reference to set our own prices. In this case, the various strategies that can be followed in this is, first one is price signaling. Price signaling is quite simple to understand. This phenomenon occurs when there is high concentration of sellers in the market. That is, there are too many sellers in the market. Here the prices offered by one seller is matched by others to avoid any low price advantage to the seller. For example, this can be seen very much in airline industries or mobile phone services itself. If any service provider, for example Jio, Reliance Jio, decreases its call rates or its plan rates, then other service providers like Bharti Airtel, Vodafone, Idea will also be forced to reduce their prices, or else they will lose their customers. So what happens in this case is, Reliance Jio is signaling, giving a signal to other its competitors to decrease the price. So that is known as price signaling. The next type of this pricing method or approach is price matching or going rate pricing. This is again similar to price signaling. Here what happens is, you take the competitor's price as a reference, or what is the rate or the price that is going on in the market, that you do a study, and based upon that you set your price. For example, if suppose you want to launch a biscuit, a simple biscuit like similar to the Parle G biscuit, you have to see what are the similar kind of brands that are there in the market, and what are the prices that they have set. Based upon that, you'll get an idea about what should be the price of your service that is to be given. So similarly, you have to study what your competitors are giving, that is what is the market rate of the service that is going on. This does not mean that you have to exactly copy the MRP that is set by your competition. What you have to do is, you have to uh, take the competitor's price as a reference only, and then you can set your price plus or minus 10% or 5%, whatever you want to do. The next type of pricing strategy is the close bid pricing. Now this strategy is mostly adopted by the construction, building, manufacturing services, and it involves sending biddings. It is similar to tendering, that is filling up a tender, where prices are written down in a closed envelope and sealed and submitted to the purchaser, and the lowest bid, that is the lowest service provider, will be given the business. And lastly, the last pricing approach or method that we are going to see is predatory pricing or destroyer pricing. Predatory pricing or destroyer pricing is setting such a low price that it can't be matched by any competitor without loss. That is, if one company is there and it sets up certain price for its product or for its service, then that price will be so low that it will be generating loss for that. In this case, the more the number of this units that is sold or more services that are being sold, the more loss that a company gets. So what happens in this case is the company which is there, competitors which are there in the market, if they want to match the price of the competitor who is doing predatory pricing, then they will also go into loss. So this is mostly done by huge companies with very sound financial power to drive away the competition. The firm adopting this strategy should be very careful that the prices should be not so low that it creates lot of loss for them or it generates lot of loss for the company. Also, it should also take the financial condition of the competitors into this consideration, because if the competitors are financially very sound, then that means that the company which is doing predatory pricing may run a risk of being driven away by the competitors itself. So this is something which the company which is doing predatory pricing should consider. So these are some of the approaches to pricing services. I hope you have understood this. If you have any difficulties in understanding this, you can always contact us. Detailed notes of these entire module will be sent to you on your WhatsApp group in PDF format. So with this we end today's lecture.